Hello everyone, welcome back to English Gurukul. Today we are going to learn very important lesson from verb. So let's get started. So my friend, write down along with me verb. Last day what I have discussed? Yes, I have defined how can you make the definition of verb, yes or no? Because I have also given some examples and also I made you understand that what would be the meaning of state of being, what would be the meaning of state of position, act of doing and act of and action of doing and action of happening, yes or no? So by understanding these examples you have defined verb. So today my friend, and again I say, what would be the definition of verb? Verb is a word which express state of being, state of position, action of doing and action of happening. What my point here? State of being, here we talk about the state of the subject and also identity of this subject. And state of position means here also we have to know the what subject possess, that means what subject have. And third is action of doing, subject himself does some action, perform some action, show some action, so it is known as action of doing. Here subject does action. And action of happening, here subject does not show any sort of action or perform any action, but the action is happening to subject. So that is the reason we can call it action of happening. Subject does not perform any sort of action, but action happens to subject. So that's the reason we can call it action of happening. Now today we need to understand about the types. What my friend? Types of verb. Please write it down. Verb has been divided into different way. So now let me tell you types. You can make this way. Write down finite, second one is non-finite, and third one is helping verb. Helping also divided into two parts. One is primary helping verb. Primary helping verb also called auxiliary verb, primary, and another one is modal helping verb. Okay. So finite verb also known as the main verb of a sentence. Okay, finite verb also known as the main verb. So finite verb has been divided into three parts. First one is called transitive verb. Second one is known as intransitive verb. And third one is known as linking verb. I request to all of you, those who did not watch the previous videos, so please visit my channel and first watch all those previous videos regarding verb, then you come to these videos, then watch it. Otherwise you could not understand that how can you define verb, that unless you define verb, so if you only learn the types, it cannot help you to grow yourself. So that's the reason I recommend to all of you, please visit my channel and watch the previous videos, because all the videos I discuss it very deeply and I have broken down all the concepts so that you can understand it better, and I have made it very simple. So transitive verb. And non-finite also has been divided into three parts. One is gerund, participle, and third one is infinitive. What my point? And there are so many primary helping verb, like primary helping verb means do, have, okay, do, have, all these are the primary helping verb. Like if I write do, second form of do is did, third form is done, fourth form is doing, and fifth form is does, have. So that means I will write all these primary helping verbs and modal helping verbs when I make you understand about this subject. Okay, but today I gonna discuss about only transitive verb. Only I will discuss about the transitive verb. So before transitive verb I have to discuss about the finite verb or the main verb. If I write a sentence over here, I write a letter. Okay, my friend, I write a letter. I write a letter. Here subject is what? Subject is I and subject is pronoun. And write is the main verb, a is determiner, or you can say article, and letter is noun. So this one is main verb, and this main verb also known as the finite verb. Okay, got my point? Finite verb. Now what I said before, that finite verb or the main verb both are same thing, and it has been divided into three parts: transitive, intransitive, and linking. Now let me clarify that what would be the definition of transitive verb. Transitive verb means what? Transitive verb means what? Transitive verb. Let me tell you the definition. Transitive verb is a verb which always takes an object. That means transitive verb always takes an object. Transitive verb always takes an object. That means after transitive verb you have to use object, and unless there is any object, so it cannot be considered as transitive verb. It can be considered as intransitive verb of the sentence. Okay, so right, I have written a sentence over here. You can say I write a letter. When you focus this sentence, when you see I write a letter, here it is the main verb, yes or no? Now how can you understand whether this verb has object or not? How can you understand whether this verb has object or not? By using a WH question word, what and whom. When you use what and whom, and when you ask question to the main verb by using this WH question word what and whom, you will find the object of a sentence. What? You will find the object of a sentence. You can say I write what, I write what, then you can get the answer letter. What? Letter. I write what? Letter. Here you can see that a letter is written, and both a letter means it's a one noun phrase. What? A letter is noun phrase. Always you should remember after determiner, because a is determiner over here, or you can say article. After determiner you can use the noun, and determiner plus noun always makes noun phrase. So noun can be word, noun can be a phrase, also noun can be also a clause. So you should not only say that noun can be a word. No, it can be also phrase. Here it is written phrase. A phrase is written over here. So it is the object of this verb. This noun phrase is the object of this main verb or the finite verb. Got my point? So we can call it also. We can also call it transitive verb. What, my friend? Transitive verb. We can call it main verb. We can call it finite verb also. If you study very deeply and if you go all in, if you know the length and breadth of this topic, then you can easily understand why we call it finite verb, why we call it main verb, also why we call it transitive verb. Did you understand? It is the main verb of the sentence. It is also known as the finite verb, and it is also known as the transitive verb. Why it is known as the transitive verb? Because it has an object, because this verb has an object. And why call it the finite verb? Because it plays as a main verb of the sentence. And why call it is a main verb? Because this verb, only one verb stand over there. Yes or no? There is no any other verb, only one verb. That's the reason we can call it the main verb of the sentence. That means you must have the clarity what you are studying, and if you know, if you have the clarity, then everything will become very easy. You might get some difficulty while you are writing or speaking, but it can be omitted, it can be removed if you know the basic concept very properly. Okay, got my point? Okay, very good. Did you understand what is transitive verb? transitive verb is a verb always takes an object. Let me write another sentence. If I write I can cook rice. I can cook rice. I have written another sentence. Now here you can see I can cook rice, subject is I and subject is pronoun also. Yes or no? Can is helping verb and can is modal helping verb. I am not just discussing about the modals. When I discuss about the modal, then I will deeply discuss about what is modal and why should we study modals and what are the reason why modal has been established, why modals came into existence, why do we study about modal, what are the reasons behind it, all the parameters or the perspective of studying modals will be discussed over here. But right now it is not necessary. I have written a sentence to make you understand about the transitive verb, and always transitive verb takes an object. That is my today's purpose, to tell you this lesson. Now see that it is a modal helping verb and a cook. Cook is also a main verb of the sentence. Whenever you just see there are how many verbs are there. Can is verb, also cook is verb. Yes or no? 2 verbs are there. Whenever you get 1 or 2 or 3 verbs in a sentence, always you consider last one will become the main verb of the sentence and the previous ones will be helping verb or the modal verb or the primary helping verb. It can be considered as primary or the modal, but the last one always become the main verb or the finite verb of the sentence. Now I have written what I can cook rice, here main verb. So if it is a main verb, so it will become the finite verb. Now let me see that whether this verb has an object or not. See that I can cook what? Got the answer? Yes. You see what I said before, if you want to find out the object of a sentence using this question of what and whom. So what you get the answer? I can cook what? What means you get the answer rice. Yes or no? I can cook what? If you want to write, so you can write I can cook what? So you get the answer rice. Rice will be the object of this sentence. Got my point? Are you getting? Very good. So it is the object of this sentence. That means this one is also become the transitive verb. What? Transitive verb. So did you understand? So what I said before, unless you define verb properly, so you cannot tell that what will be the main verb, what will be non-finite verb, what will be the helping verb. And non-finite verb is a part of a verb, but it cannot be considered as it cannot act as verb in a sentence. It always act as noun, adjective, okay, and adverb. Because here I have written the non-finite gerund participle infinitive. Gerund act as noun, participle act as adjective, infinitive act as either noun, adjective or adverb. Okay, so that means it all these are the forms of verbs, but it cannot act as verb. It always act as noun, adjective and adverb. So let me tell you later on. But today what the subject I discussed, did you understand the concept of transitive verb? Transitive verb is a verb which always takes an object, and already last day also I have defined the verb by giving or by putting some example in front of you. Yes or no? I think all of you understood this concept. For today that's all. If you have any doubt, I hope that you don't have any doubt, because I clarify the concept properly, and I hope that all of you understood. And if you don't understand, please send me where you don't understand, which point you got problem, and I will reply your comment personally. And don't forget to subscribe my channel English Gurukul, and let's grow together at English Gurukul, because I will give you very powerful, very outstanding lesson in this class. Thank you for today. Have a good day. Wish you all the best. Bye bye. Tata. Jai Hind. Jai Bharat.